Okay, well, welcome to Akamai University Google Plus Hangouts, where we're showing this PowerPoint presentation that I prepared on social networking in a basic orientation for both our faculty and students and administration and staff so that we can begin to all be on the same page and work more effectively with this medium as a resource for our teaching and administration effort at Akamai. We're very excited. We're here, I'm at my home in Raleigh, North Carolina, doing this presentation in the USA, and Ku is online with me, who's in Malaysia, and he is the creator to help us link all of these things together, and he's done a marvelous job, and I want to give my personal appreciation and for your help and support in this work and this activity, because it's critical. This next page shows the 15 global challenges facing humanity that Akamai University is dedicated to. And the first one that I want to address that's at the top is sustainable development and climate change. This is very important right now because with the major storm that's hit the Philippines has already taken a couple lives and affecting the worldwide, not only the lives of the people there, but those who they're connected to. And then also on a practical level, there's been an earthquake where one of our faculty live, and he was scheduled to be on our Google Plus training effort or effort orientation with for our accreditation visit that's coming up next week on Monday, and the earthquake wiped out their internet and phone service. So dealing with climate change and the issues that presents and the storms and the trauma is a huge one for us to address. Things around clean water, population and resources, dealing with the rich and poor gap and health issues, peace and conflict, the status of women, energy, conservation, science and technology, and global ethics. These are just some of the few things that are opportunities for students to study and to deal with. And so we're learning how to link people throughout the world and using this as a medium for our education and our process. And I have been slowly orienting faculty and students over this last couple of months to this new medium. In fact, the slideshow that I'm showing now, I had shown it a couple days to while we were having a first showing of this, and the faculty really enjoyed it, and they enjoyed both faculty and students linking together and seeing each other and talking about these issues. And that's one of the advantages that this medium has. This shows the various icons from some of the key social networking resources, and the YouTube, everybody's doing it, but many people hear about people working with it, but they themselves don't know how to work with it. And one of the magical things connected to our eCampus is that there is, as you do a film, as you create it, like we are creating this as the slide presentation, that then will be uploaded on YouTube. And some of that is done automatically, where in the case if there's some editing that needs to be done, which there will be with this, as we first started, I ran into some snags. So, but it shows what the capability is. I have done a number of them now and am thrilled with what the possibilities are for reaching throughout the world and sharing information. There's me with the blank look on my face, and this is what it was like when I started with Google Hangouts Plus and trying to understand all of these variety of social networking resources. So if you feel the same way I do, I'm probably only a foot ahead of you with a knowledge base, and we are going to learn new ways on how to make this work. uh, Facebook that many people are knowledgeable with. In fact, it was only these last couple months I found out there's a difference between a personal Facebook account where you like someone and a professional Facebook account. Because I just have, I've had the personal one for a while, and this is where you like something someone is working on compared to a professional one where you're sharing information, and there's a little bit difference there. The next one is Twitter, another way, and we'll look more about some of these later on. This is tweets, and I wrote here, let me tell you, and to understand the difference between these has taken me a while, and I certainly am not an authority on all of this, but I do have a beginning knowledge. And LinkedIn, and how is this different? And this is some of what I will briefly show you about in this orientation. This page shows Akamai University and where we're starting. We're looking at new ways to produce education. We've been on Skype for a number of years now, and Doug was the one. I've been affiliated with Akamai University for, I think I'm going on my 6th year now. And Doug, our current president, was the one who introduced me to Skype. And I, in turn, then introduced it to my students, not only at Akamai University, but in energy medicine partnerships, where I have my training called Transform Your Life Through Energy Medicine. And Skype has been a helpful resource for us. And now our new website, and eCampus is the latest thing that we're trying to introduce you to. And I go back to remember the days before cell phones. And I also remember, I've been an academic for about 30 years now. And in the early days, computers were used primarily for statistics, and that wasn't the main thing in my world at the time. So it took me a long time until I embraced even computers, much less dealing with trying to connect throughout the world through the internet. So looking at just the little change that we've seen in our lifetime from using the phone at one location to cell phones. And I work a lot in various foreign countries, particularly in Peru and South Africa, that I've reached the poor in those countries. And I was astounded to see people walking throughout the city with cell phones. And I'll never forget that. That really affected me. Then looking at Google+, what is the difference for that? And again, I'm not going to describe to you all of the technical pieces with it, but it's in an enriched way through the Google system where they are looking at how to keep people informed. A lot of these different social networking things that I showed you were developed by different people for different purposes and sometimes similar purposes. The unifying thing is that all people are connected and have a way to talk to each other. And then Hangouts, which you see the green with the quotes in it, that's what we're operating from now, Google Plus Hangouts. There are times you can do Google Plus without doing Google Plus Hangouts. Hangouts is where you really can record, which is what we're doing now, then automatically put things up on YouTube and share it with others. It's a learning curve, and like I said, it's new to everyone. It's taking a risk. And the other day we were doing a curriculum review for one of our new programs. We had the program director who was overseeing the review, and then we had the program director of the new program, and myself as the one who was recording it. And there was a huge learning curve for all of us. I mean, it took no time to deal with the content of the proposal we were looking at. It was very well done, but it did take time for us to look at how to deal with the technology in order to achieve that goal. And obviously, it's going to get a lot easier as we continue. You have to take the risk. Question, seek, and find out. Ku has been a wonderful support for me in helping me to learn how to do this, and we're all working on this together. The logo you see, Google Plus Hangouts on Air, that's where we are operating from now. And that little picture on the bottom, it says they're super and awesome, and that's absolutely true. And this is me looking at how to deal with all of these things. And I'm sure it's going to be you at some point in time. And take your time, deal with it in your own way. And that's why we're looking at finding more and more resources to support you and help you to achieve that. We are connected. Are you in? Are you out? And this slide is an attempt to show you that the network we can build is huge. Currently on Google Plus Hangouts, you can work with 10 people at the same time. And that's primarily because of the video, but some of the other mediums that you use, you can have a larger network together. Like I've done teaching some of my courses through another kind of a format, and you can have as many as 25 together. But this is a free resource, and we're working with it to try to help people to understand what the possibilities are, and that you don't always have to pay a lot of money to be able to stay connected and teach and learn things. And this is the new person looking at how to get in, or are they going to stay out? And that's the choice that is before each of us. This shows our progress at Akamai University. Through YouTube, we're sending out new knowledge, doing demonstrations, and that's what this PowerPoint is. And through Facebook, like what you share, it's good for recruitment to bring in new students or new faculty who perhaps want to learn how to work with these mediums in their university, or they're maybe a practitioner out there who really wants to share their knowledge, and they want to be connected to a team who work together in different parts of the world. Twitter, announce what's happening. Google Hangouts on Air, share information throughout the world informally. And then LinkedIn, market your new skills. So these are the various kinds of things. We just opened up a LinkedIn account that became more active this August. We have one of our other faculty who's taking the lead, Chris Johannes, who's in Japan, is the one who encouraged us to start this. And so Dr. Capagrassi initiated, and I kind of have started to add some things to it. So we're making progress on it. Changes over time. In the early days, a new class online. I am so excited. This class helped me to write my thesis. I've graduated from class with all of this new knowledge, and now, where do I take my new skills? Starting with a new color, knowledge and skills, social networking will take me to new places. And as people learn how to work with this, and I was talking to one of my colleagues in the office where I have in Durham, North Carolina, and sharing with him about, I actually showed him this presentation, and we were talking about how to remarket his skills in a new way, like to get a resume out and to promote it through social networking. So I think this is really important for our graduates who now have new tools, and they're finding out, where do I go next? And getting beyond just staying in their communities, they can now begin to connect with other parts in the world and perhaps build their career in yet a new way. This is Twitter. I'm offering a class, What's Happening? Facebook, I like this class and my ideas about this. And Foursquare this is where the class is offered, or the location. YouTube, this is me in class that people can see through video sharing. And then LinkedIn is my skills, including teaching the class, sharing our skills. And I use this slide to show you kind of just a little bit orientation to what these different things do have to offer. And I've seen these words around for a long time. And to tell you the truth, until I put this slide together, that I began to go, well, that's how they all work together. And this is, I'm sure, not anywhere near the depth that I could share with you about the possibilities. But it does show you a little bit of what is possible. This next thing is social networking thumbs up. We can do it. We can share those ideas. We can find a way on how to support each other in getting the word out and actually have fun doing it. I've probably spent about 2 hours learning the material and putting this together, and then learning how to upload it and share it on Hangouts Plus. And as we do it, yeah, thumbs up. We're moving things forward. We're finding new ways on how to support each other and use this as a new tool in education. So social networking, evolutionary steps. The first steps, are you interested? That's where we're going to start. And that's why we're showing this, so that we can pique your interest and you begin to go, huh? What is this? And I can't tell you how many times I hear either from my clients or my students or my family or friends that most of them are saying, I don't really understand a lot about these various different kinds of social networking things, and but my kids do. They're so much further than they are. Well, I said to the gentleman I was talking to yesterday, I said, if we're going to have something to share our knowledge to these young people coming, we have to learn how to do this. And I was recently caring for 2 of my 6 grandchildren. They're in age 3 and age 6. And both of them picked up their dad's iPad and were using that to do what they needed to do. And so the next piece is search, what is it? Knowledge, things to learn. Imagine, activate, brainstorm, think of possibilities. Create, do something, apply it. 7, try it out. Evaluate, did it work? Okay, getting your message. Let's bring others on board. Thank you for connecting with us as we share this, and I'm going to end it now. And I'd like to invite you to explore this and join us at Akamai University for some more educational tools to help you with this work. Thank you, and have a good day, or good evening, if that's what it is in your part of the world. Bye for now.